Hey guys, welcome back to Frack Daddy Barbecue. I'm Jared. So, on today's video, we are going to be getting a turkey brined and ready to deep fry for Melissa's and I and Louie's little family Thanksgiving we normally have. Normally we have it before, or normally we have it after because I'm always working. So, what do you know? I'm actually working on Thanksgiving. So, let's go over there. We're going to show you the turkey. We also picked us up a little brine packet over at HEB Central Market, and we're going to show you how we're going to do it. Okay, so let me introduce you to Tom the turkey, who sacrificed his life. No more. He's right here. So, Tom the turkey, or Helen the hen, is now going to be Melissa's and I's Thanksgiving dinner. So here we have 10.86 pounds of delicious Riverside turkey that we got from our local HEB. Okay, so let's open this turkey up. Now, Melissa and I, we were at I can't remember where we got this tray at. It was A-Smart. So if you guys have an A-Smart, we use this little tray for everything. As you can see, it's collecting all the juice, which no spillage whatsoever. So here we have the turkey neck, and if you reach in here some more, you're gonna get some giblets, the liver, and well, maybe this one doesn't have it.
What? Oh, right here.
Oh, it's pooping it out. It's in a little bag. Right here.
That's where its head goes.
Right? Well, anyways, here's a bag with the heart, the liver, all kinds of the gizzards. Now, we're going to save this, and we're going to boil the neck up and all that stuff in the bag when we make our stuffing for our turkey. So, let me get all this stuff off, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so here we have our Colorado Spice quintessential turkey brine. This has absolutely everything that I was going to put into my brine, but it all came into one. And it also has a briner bag in there. We were thinking about making our own, but I've been up for 24 hours as we speak right now. So this is going to be the easiest thing. So the directions say take 1 gallon of water, bring it to a boil, add your spice mix, let it cool down, add another gallon with ice, put it in the bag, and put it in the fridge. So, we'll get it over here to the stovetop, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay guys, I really wish you could smell this brine mixture that we have boiling. It smells wonderful. It smells like Thanksgiving, but in soup form. Alrighty, so our brine solution has cooled off. Let's get old Tom Turkey, or Henrietta the hen. Let's get her in this bag. Is, let's see about how much we have in there. So, you know what? We're going to pause this. We're going to add some ice in here, and we'll bring you back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so let's seal this turkey back up. Now, what will help you ensure that this bag is not going to come open, not going to leak? Because I tell you guys, you don't want your wife mad at you. She opens up the fridge and all this brining solution is all over your fridge. Because, guarantee you, Melissa would not be happy with this one.
Nope.
I got a zip tie that I got. We are just gonna put this on here. That way we make sure that this does not come open. And there we go. We have got us a turkey brining, and we will bring you back tomorrow and show you our end results. Okay, so y'all might be wondering, how are we gonna cook this turkey tomorrow? Well, you know what? We're gonna deep fry it. And we are gonna be using a new deep fryer by LoCo Cookers that they sent Frack Daddy Barbecue. And they sent something else, which that will be down the road. So let's go ahead, open this up. That way I can get familiar with this for tomorrow when we start cooking. Okay guys, so Melissa and I are finished putting this LoCo turkey fryer together. So it probably took us, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to do it. We were kind of confused with some of the bolts because they were all the same, and then we figured out where they went. But other than that, this thing is a beautiful, beautiful turkey fryer, and I cannot wait to use it. And tomorrow in the video, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth into detail. It's actually on the back of it, it's got max fill line, minimum fill line, so you don't have to be marking up your pot for when you do this. So remember, when you're frying a turkey, remember safety first, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. So I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to LoCo Cookers for sending Frack Daddy Barbecue this beautiful cooker, and we can't wait to deep fry our turkey tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's been 24 hours that we've had our turkey in the brine. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take it over the sink, open this up, drain the brine, and then we're gonna show you how much oil we're gonna need to fry this turkey. So you guys don't need to see me draining this. We'll be right back. Okay, so I got my turkey in the basket with it on its hook. So let's put it in here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with 1 gallon of water so we can kind of see how much oil it's gonna take. Okay, so that took 5 gallons of water. So we're gonna take that out and we're gonna mark it on the pot where we need to fill the oil. Okay, so take this out. Okay, as you can see right there, it's got the max fill line, so now we know where to fill our oil to. Okay guys, so here I have an injection that I made. So I saw a video that Rush Jones did. He deep fried 2 turkeys. One of them was brined, well both of them were brined, and then he injected another one. People say you're not supposed to inject after you brine. Well, you know what? You can do what you want, and he said it's probably one of the best turkeys that he's had. Okay, so I have an injection here that is a cayenne and ranch packet that we decided to try out. Whoopsie. See?
No, party foul.
Frack Daddy fell. So we're just going to continue to inject this. Make sure you get all of your breast, both of your legs, even your thighs, because you want this to be killer. Alright guys, let's add our peanut oil. Okay, so when we did our turkey with our water, when we put it in there, it took 5 gallons of water. But when we put it in here, it went to the max fill line with 4 gallons. So let me know if that trick really works. You just want to be careful you do not put too much oil in here, or you're going to boil over, you're going to cause a fire. And also remember, when you do this, make sure you're out in the open, away from your house, or anything that can catch on fire, so you don't burn your house down and be on the news saying this guy burned his house down from trying to deep fry a turkey. So remember, safety first. Welcome back to Frack Daddy Barbecue Safety Class. So, we taught you in the first class, make sure you have your oil to the right level so you don't overflow and start a fire. Safety tip number 2, make sure you pat dry your turkey because water and oil does not mix. So just get a paper towel, pat it dry, try to get the cavity as much as you can. Now remember, you're not going to get this thing 100% dry, but do the best that you can. And it also helps that you have this sitting out room temperature a little bit before and even while your turkey oil or the oil is getting ready to fry. So when we bring you back, we will be outside lighting our cooker. So I got my propane hooked up. We have the pot with the oil filled up. Now, with this LoCo cooker, it has a smart device to where you got to push a button for 5 seconds while you're lighting it so the flame will stay on. So Melissa, come over here and let's light this. Oh yeah, safety tip number 3, wear safety glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now, you see why you wear safety glasses? Because that could happen. We have a thermometer that we're going to stick inside of this so we know when our oil reaches 360. We'll drop our turkey in. It should bring down your turkey to the right temperature of frying, 325. Welcome back. Safety tip number 3. My safety tip for this is dress accordingly. Coveralls or long sleeve shirt, pants, and boots for safety because the oil is going to be splattering. These are FR, which I'm not sure all y'all have FR, but if you do, take this tip and let's do it. So we're up to 350. Let's take this turkey and let's give it a bath in peanut oil. And also wearing gloves. So we're going to remove the thermometer. Now we're going to drop her in very slowly. So Melissa, you might want to step back. Now don't drop her in very fast. Nice and easy. All that boiling and popping is residual water that is left over. Alright, and there we go. She is happily covered. So like I said, 4 gallons of oil and you'll be good. Now y'all want to dip it in slowly like I showed you because I don't know if Melissa caught it on the side, but some oil splattered out and caught a little caught fire a little bit. If you have a fire extinguisher, I recommend you having a fire extinguisher handy. So this is going to take, we figured, 35 minutes, but we're not going to go that long before we check it. We're going to check it right at 30 minutes because you got to remember, the carryover time cooking will probably take it up to that temp that you need. So we'll bring you back when that time comes. All right. It's been right at 30-something minutes. Now, I believe, look at that. We are done. So we're going to pull this out. Well, let me just show you what we're going to do. Silence. And what is super cool about this cooker is when your turkey is done, you just twist it, set it up there, and you let her drain. No more having to carry hot grease through the yard. You just let it drip for about maybe a couple minutes. We're gonna take her inside. We're gonna let her rest for about 10 minutes, and we'll slack her in. So the turkey took us right at 30 minutes, which they said it should took about 35 minutes. It cooked quicker than what we expected. So here I have a little bit of that seasoning that we used for our injection left over, and we're just going to season this outside. Oh man, this looks good. Now, this should kind of, treat it like French fries. When it's all nice and hot still, it's going to melt into your to your turkey. Going to give it a really good flavor, I'm hoping. So, we're going to continue to let this rest for just a little bit longer. And then, we get to cut into it. We get to try it out. So, I can't wait. Let's carve this turkey up. I'm going to start with the legs. Still extremely hot. Oof. No, I'm by all means, guys, no master at this. Eventually we'll get it. What do you know? Took it right off. We got us a legless tom turkey. Or, like I said, Henrietta.
I thought you said Helen.
Oh. Helen, yeah.
Helen, Henrietta.
Same thing. So I flipped it over to the breast side. Let's season up this side. Sorry you guys hear Louie in the back. He sure hates it when we cook in the house. Here we have one turkey breast. I'm just going to go ahead, cut into this, give it a taste test, because I've got to get up early and go to work. So, let's try this out. I will say, look how juicy that is. It's dripping all over the floor. No. So it's pretty hot. Oh my God. That ranch and that cayenne seasoning that we injected it with, and the seasoning, freaking killer. Guys, I just want to say thank you for watching Frack Daddy Barbecue Deep Fries a Turkey. And if this is your first time here, remember, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when Frack Daddy Barbecue puts out more videos. And also, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving from Frack Daddy Barbecue and Keeping It Keto, the girl behind the camera. We just want to say enjoy your holidays with your family and be safe. Thank you.
The reason why we're laughing behind scenes. Louie.